Hi, welcome back to Poorly Explained, Orb.
Orb.
So, I've got history with this one. This is the first Ultraman that I watched. Like, the actual show, not movies.
Mm.
And this could be the first thing I've seen of Ultraman, and then I got the movies later, and I don't know. But unfortunately, we gotta get through the Origin Saga first. I did not watch the Origin Saga originally. I watched that for this, and oh boy, it was. I'm gonna give it a lot more screen time than it deserves.
Mm.
Cause like, look at this. These are my episode summaries for the yeah, and then we get to like the main show, and they cut in half. There's a whole lot of plot that goes on.
Mm.
All right, so there's this guy. His name is Guy, and his friend, Jugulus Juggler, who I will now refer to as Jugs. They climb Orb Mountain to obtain orb power. Meanwhile, the planet Cannon is threatened by Dr. Psyche to hand over the Empress, or he kills the Tree of Life. Meanwhile, some nerds on Earth find a thing underwater. Guy fights a giant bug Dr. Psyche is controlling. Dr. Psyche wants to use mind control poison to control the universe. The underwater thing appears to be part of the tree. After planting bombs, the captain of the Empress's guard accepts Dr. Psyche's compromise of settling for just some blood of the Empress. Guy and Jugs try to find a new home for an orphan only to be attacked by another monster. The captain attempts to poison the Empress. Guy and Jugs save two guards from said monster. Meanwhile, the nerds on Earth put together a puzzle. Guy and Jugs head towards Dr. Psyche's planet accompanied by two of the Empress's guards. Dinah calls up Cosmos to tell them that they're about to be relevant again. One of the Earth nerds does some finger paintings and has visions of Cannon. The gang arrives on Dr. Psyche's planet, and along with Dinah start blasting. The captain is found because he ran away. He got arrested, and then he broke out of space jail. And he's found. He's like, yeah, I know, I was framed. Everyone, including Dr. Psyche, head off to Cannon for the big fight at dawn. The Empress prepares to become large to fight her sister, the Bug Queen, knowing that if she does, the universe will change. Cosmos is there.
Okay.
The big fight happens, despite the Empress not wanting to fight. She tries to reason with the Bug Queen, but gets literally backstabbed and poisoned. Jugs gets the seed to fix her. Cosmos is there.
Okay, so Cosmos was already there.
He is there. He's just in the background all the time. He's just like, yes, it's me, Cosmos. And then they just pan away from him.
Alright.
After seeing the one lady he vaguely take what looked like a non-fatal injury, Jugs acquires the power of Dark Jugs and chops down the Tree of Life, ending the conflict. Everyone disliked that.
All I see when you say Dark Jugs is like an evil version of the girl with the fucking shirt that says like Mega Milk on it.
No, this is 8 years too late for that.
What do you mean too late? That's
That meme stopped being relevant.
I mean that whatever.
The Tree of Life seed that was on Earth begins to sprout, so Dr. Psyche heads there next. See, the thing that the nerds found was a seed. And it's allowing one of them to... I think they say that he evolved, so now he can telepathically link with the Empress. It's kind of a big deal. I don't think I took notes on it. After the Tree of Life grows overnight, Guy joins up with Gaia to protect it and the nerd. Dark Jugs gets knocked into the ocean. Aggle is also there doing his best Moses. He split the sea. It was great. He used a Beyblade.
Okay.
The show tries really hard to show the parallels of Guy and Jugs and Gaia and Aggle. Like, it really tries. It lays it on thick for, like, half the episode. They're just like, oh, he's just like me. Or I can think of somebody who's acting like... whatever. So the Empress arrives on Earth, and both her and the nerd are telepathically feeling the Queen's sadness. Guy pays Dr. Psyche a visit and gets trapped, forcing Jugs to save him before the captain's bombs go off. He did not get rid of the bombs. He's traveled to 2 different planets with the bombs still on his ship.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I would have gotten rid of them.
I mean...
Or at least gotten a new ship.
Well... I mean, if they're not going to blow up, then it's probably fine.
Yeah, let me just leave these fucking armored bombs in my fucking trunk, whatever.
I mean...
Hope nobody rear ends me.
I mean, Ford Pinto aside, like, if they're disarmed, it's probably fine.
Nah, I would have gotten rid of them, but I guess I'm not a doctor, so, you know.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you dump those out the back, you don't know where they're landing.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Just dump them in the ocean with your car batteries, whatever. Apparently people do that, I don't know. So the Defense Force plans to explode the Tree of Life, much to everyone's dismay. The Queen and her bugs defend the tree, but the Defense Force utterly defeats them. The Defense Force is fucking insane. Like, they are fucking killing kaiju left and right in this. And they're just using tanks.
Yeah, that's a new one.
This was, however, an elaborate ruse to have the Empress go big mode and get poisoned.
Okay, wait, there's an Empress, a Queen...
Yeah, the Bug Queen and the Empress. They're sisters. The Empress is the,
These are 2 different forms of royalty.
Yeah.
I don't...
Well, bugs have queens, you know, like bees, ants.
Yeah, I get that, but, like, how is she a queen if there's already an Empress?
They're not the same in the same region.
But they're related. You said they're sisters.
Yeah, they are. They were created by the tree.
I know.
And one went on to lead sci-fi feudal Japan, and the other one was a bug. Anyway, it was an elaborate ruse to get the Empress to go big mode and poison her, but Orb gets stabbed instead.
How many fucking times is she gonna get poisoned?
Twice.
Well, okay, twice successfully, but I think there's been at least 4 poisoning plots.
It's
I mean, granted, one of them was just, like, mind poison for everybody, but, like...
Well, I mean, it's the same poison. It's all mind poison. It's just, the mind poison comes from the Queen.
Great.
See, there's several layers to how the mind control works. Because Dr. Psyche has mind control, sort of, over the Queen. And the Queen has mind control over the bugs. And then the bugs, if they poison somebody, they get mind control over what they've poisoned. It's very complex and stupid. The Queen's plan is revealed to be filling the Empress with so much poison that she explodes with such force, spreading it throughout the universe.
And you said there was no inflation.
I mean...
Which I realize is an off-mic joke, but...
You know, I forgot.
Okay.
This was last week?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was, like, right after I got done watching X. Nerd and friends attempt to cure the Empress with a portion of the seed from the beginning. Jug slaps the poison out of Orb. Dr. Psyche fuses with the Queen. The big fight happens, and in the background, the big fight happens in the background while the nerd searches for some ripe fruit to cure the Empress. Dr. Psyche is forgiven all the Ultramen split from this universe to avoid being sent the Reconstruction Bill. Because they blow a lot of shit up.
It's fine.
So,
they just have to call up Gridman.
Yeah, they could do that. So, Orb was actually, like, planned to be like a 10-part series.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's a lot. And unfortunately, they only made like 4 parts. But the real unfortunate thing is, I think in chapter 3, Jugs escapes prison and then threatens blowing shit up with a Balloonga bomb. He just finds Balloongas and turns them into bombs. And I wish I could have seen that. Alright, so here's Orb proper, part 6 of this 10-part epic.
What?
Yeah. I think it's part 6, it might be part 5. It's late. It's late in the Orb saga.
Okay.
So there's the SSP.
Cool.
You might remember them from original Ultraman as the SSSP.
No.
Oh, well, this time they're the Something Search people.
Wait, something is literally part of their name?
Yes. So, the SSP is not an attack team.
Yeah.
They are a group of 20-somethings with a YouTube channel and a blog. There is an actual attack team that was VTL, and that's a versatile tactical leader. Yeah, it's kind of bad. They don't show up very often. I mean, well, technically they show up in like every episode because like one of the SSP members, their uncle, is part of VTOL, and he just bums around their office. Anyway, a giant bird causing typhoons around the world spurs the SSP into trying to get a scoop to pay their rent. Orb uses the combined powers of Ultraman 66 and Tiga to make a roast. Jug shows up to be cryptic to the SSP. He just shows up, he's like, that's Ultraman Orb, and then he disappears. I love Jugs. He's my favorite character out of this whole show. Jugs hangs around in basements to cause sinkholes by feeding an underground monster cards. So they used to be amiibos. Now they're trading cards.
I mean, they were already showing cards in X.
Yeah, but those were the cyber cards. These are just regular ass cards.
Yeah, well,
not for cyber monsters.
Cards are cheaper to print. It's fine.
I mean, we did see that. They did change amiibos into cards in real life, too.
Oh, well, I don't remember that, but that's...
Well, it was mostly, like, bootleg ones. Like, oh, well, it's basically the chip. That's all you need. Here's a bootleg link on it. Aaron's got a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
And I guess Animal Crossing did it, too, because they're like, here's a villager. We're not making a figure for this villager. Here's a card of their official art. Thumbs up. Anyway, Stink Monster takes a bath in the lake, contaminating the local water supply. Using Taro's and Mebius's dynamite technique. Orb uses Taro's and Mebius's dynamite techniques to explode it.
Okay. And how did he clean the water?
He got better.
That's not how that works.
No, it just got better. They pumped it out and pumped in new water.
That's stupid.
So Orb punched the fireball into space and nearly dies. The SSP resuscitate him and give him the idea to extinguish the fireball with fire. And in exchange, Guy eats all their ice cream and bails. Jugs now has all his King Demon cards. So the first arc of this is Jugs trying to get these trading cards. Okay. These 6 of them.
He has to get the Egyptian god cards.
They're all Demon Kings, King Demons, so yes.
Okay.
He needs to get 4 of them because he got 2 of them off screen in like chapter 5.
I mean, it's either that or the pieces of Exodia, but I'm assuming these are all individual monsters.
Yeah, they're all individual rehashes of monsters that now get King Devil titles.
Great.
Guy has to rescue the captain of the SSP, Naomi, from the Zeton Zone with the powers of Jack and Zero.
Wait, did you just say the SSP is a ship?
No,
Oh.
but she's the captain, like the team leader.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I heard ship somewhere in there.
I mean, I could have slipped it in there.
Mm.
I've been known to slip in words and whatnot. So he moves into the SSP headquarters after being promised soup.
Okay. Wait, who does?
Guy. He just lives with them now.
Wait, is he not Orb?
He is Orb.
Oh. But he's not part of Okay, that's confusing.
He just hangs out with them.
But he also hung out with like, I don't... Like, the fact that there was, like, this previous space adventure, and then all of a sudden, Guy is like, I'm Orb now.
Oh, he's been Orb since the beginning.
That was... You never said that.
I said they climb Orb Mountain to get Orb power.
I literally... I think you might have said that, but then you just kept saying Guy, so I was like, I guess he's just a human.
See, I'm trying to separate them so it makes sense when I talk about them. Like, if I say he's doing a thing, like if I say Orb does a thing, then that's him as Ultraman doing the thing. And if I say a guy does a thing, that's him as the human doing a thing.
Yeah, but you just kept saying Guy. I don't remember Orb coming up in the prequels.
That's because Orb doesn't really do anything in the prequels.
That's weird. Like, the whole beginning point was him getting Orb.
Yeah, that's all they need. It's less of an origin story and more of a here he is doing a thing.
Okay.
Except he's not doing a thing. The plot's sort of happening behind him.
But it seems like it very much directly involved him. Because the other Ultramen got involved, and Jugs became Dark Jugs or whatever.
Well, the other Ultraman got involved because Orb was a rookie. He couldn't be trusted with the Tree of Life.
I guess?
Look, they trusted him with the Tree of Life once, and then Dark Jugs cut it down.
I don't even remember that happening. I don't remember the tree getting cut down. I just remember that the Tree of Life was important, and they found a seed underwater. That's literally all I remember.
Yeah, no, there was a...
And then they poisoned the Empress like 5 times. Like, that's all I got.
See, in episode 7, like I said, after seeing the one lady he vaguely liked take what looked like a non-fatal injury, Jugs acquires the power of Dark Jugs and chops down the Tree of Life.
I missed the chops down the tree. I just heard Dark Jugs and my brain went to the meme. That's what happened. It's fine.
Okay, well...
Is he still Dark Jugs?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, he is Dark Jugs throughout the entire series.
Love it.
Let's see. The SSP gets lost in the Murder Woods, which happens to be a place where the alien crime syndicate is based out of. Luckily, a ghost helps him out.
Why is there another alien crime syndicate?
Well, they're the alien invasion force or something like that. There's like 4 guys there. Except they don't seem like they really want to like invade.
Okay, so it's just the fucking rugby.
More or less.
Cool.
Except they're less comedic, I think.
Oh.
I mean, they're still goofballs in their own right, but you know, they're not trying to play rugby to
Win a shark whale.
Yeah.
That comes down in a fireball.
Yeah. The only important
does minimal damage to their apartment.
The only important thing of X, yeah. So a lady has visions of a future where Orb is killed by a hoe.
Okay, you wanna explain that one?
So there's a monster. His name is Ho.
Got it. Is it H-O or H-O-E?
Both.
What, the subtitles can't decide?
I think the episode guide is just H-O.
Mm-hmm.
But in Ultraman 80, where Ho first appeared, it was H-O-E.
Great.
So, you know, it changes depending on who's writing.
Cool.
A fish wants to eat some fishermen who live with a fish salesman.
Why are deep ones living with a fish salesman?
You know, I don't know. I don't know if they ever answer that.
That's fucking weird.
They just sort of hang out together, and the child fisherman, he gets sick. So they warm his feet up and sing him a song, and then he gets better. And then fucking guy shows up. He's like, "You guys should leave." And then he it sounds like a threat, but then he opens the door and there's this big fucking fish coming down the street.
I'm just imagining it flopping around like the fucking second form of, or like the middle form of Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, it kind of does that. It's got a fucking drill nose, so it just fucking drills through buildings.
Cool. Fucking just Mothras its way through.
Yeah. So the alien crime syndicate recruit the alien rugby champ from X to ruin Orb's reputation, but he ends up enjoying being a hero.
Oh.
Like, he's just... Because he shows up, and then a monster shows up immediately afterwards. And he's like, what's going on? So he beats up the monster, and he protects some kids inadvertently. And everybody's just like, yeah! And then one of the SSP members sees him transform. And it's like, I found you, Orb. Quick, let us go to the children and teach them the ways of goodness and whatnot. And he just sort of buys into it. And then he gets his ass kicked by a monster or something like that.
Okay.
Jugs plans to kill Orb, so the alien crime syndicate will give him the super rare Belial card. He's betrayed, but his death is greatly exaggerated as he returns and easily kills the syndicate's boss.
Okay.
Naomi's mom shows up with the intent on bringing her home. Jugs summons Orochi using the Devil Kings and the Belial cards. Orb is easily defeated. You see, he was trying to fight Orochi, but like Orochi kicked his ass or something like that.
Okay.
Naomi's mom revives a ghost who gives Guy the Zophian Belial cards to fight Orochi with. This is the same ghost, by the way, from the Murder Forest.
I don't even remember that.
This is where the alien syndicate's hiding out at.
I didn't know. I just imagined they were hiding in an apartment. Like, why does the ghost have cards?
Well, I think she picked up the... Well, okay, so the Zophi card was holding Orochi... was stealing Orochi.
Why is Zophi in a card?
So the Belial card was used to... was used to break the Zophi seal. And then I guess Jugs just fucking left it there. And she... yeah. I don't know why they're in the fucking... in cards. Because Zero will show up later. And and not in card form.
Okay.
I don't know. My assumption is they just threw like a trading card at it, and that just acts as a seal. Because that's where he gets like all the. He starts with Tiga and Ultraman 66, and then as the show goes on, he picks up more Ultra cards.
This feels like it's turning from Yu-Gi-Oh to Cardcaptor Sakura.
It could be.
I mean, I don't remember if Cardcaptor Sakura has people Pokemoning things into cards, because I didn't care when somebody I was living with was watching that show, but, like, I don't know.
I mean,
it seemed bad. That's all I remember.
I've never had any desire to watch it, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, Sailor Moon was more fun.
Anyway, the SSP clean out their office as an excuse to have a recap episode.
Great.
You know, you gotta have the recap episode. Like, I mean, at least it makes sense here. It was at the end of an arc as opposed to just every 8th episode. Anyway, a giant robot peacekeeper arrives, and after spending a day on Earth, it decides everything must be reset. Everything, including nature. Nature's evil.
I mean, fair.
It's
we saw. I don't know if I can even make this reference. This is gonna go up way before this other thing will ever go up. But like, we saw in Cabela's, like, nature's fucking, nature's fucking evil, dude. Anyway,
So Orb uses Belial's power to explode the robot, and Naomi, who's inside of it. She's hospitalized, and Guy bails to avoid paying the hospital bill.
Nice. I mean, that's what Ultraman are apparently good at, bailing on the bill.
I mean, that's why they keep their identity secret, so you can't send them the bill.
Can't charge them.
So Guy goes to the site of his first exploded girlfriend, who happens to be Naomi's great-great-grandmother.
What? Hang on. Why? What? Why is this a? Okay, wait. Who is the subject of this stupid sentence? Orb?
Yeah, Guy.
How old is he?
Yes. So
it's specifically Guy's first exploded girlfriend.
Yes. You see, as an Ultraman, I guess he doesn't age.
Okay, but he hasn't been an Ultraman for that long.
So in part 5 of the Orb epic, it's supposed to take place in like 1908.
But they went into space.
You see, that was an alternate Earth. They left that dimension. The Tree of Life does not exist in this timeline.
Okay, that's fine, but I don't. Oh my god.
He shows up in the early 20th century and becomes friends with this. I think she's supposed to be Russian, but like fake Russian.
But didn't the fucking EDF or whatever fight aliens like really well?
That was alternate Earth. Again.
In 1908.
No, not in this timeline.
Oh my god. Like, this is really dumb. Like, this, like, it's the idea that they're like, here's part 1. It's not only in the past, it might as well be in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, it's different universe. It's
Long
fine.
time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Don't fucking worry about it. Part 5, we're on Earth. Fuck you for every other part beforehand.
I mean, part 2 was supposed to be about him collecting the elements for his something that will come up in the next episode. 2 episodes from now, I don't know. Part 3 was Jugs threatening to blow up the universe with Balloonga.
Yeah.
Part 4 was a thing. Apparently, I don't remember what part 4 was supposed to be. Part 5 was supposed to be
shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be early 1900s. But anyway,
Early 19... Okay, no, you're not... This is part 5. Yes?
the main show?
Yes.
Part 6.
Oh, God. Alright, fine.
Anyway, Orb fights Jugs, who does his best persona fusion. He pulls out 2 monster cards and he just slaps them together.
Sounds about right. I hope he got fucking garbage out of it. That would have been funny.
No, he
had a failed fusion.
He got like Super Death Zeton Pandinator. I don't remember what his name was.
I'm just imagining an armored panda, like the thing from that fucking Happy Science trilogy that the 2 ladies or one of the ladies turns into a unicorn panda.
Sure.
I'm surprised you don't remember that.
No, I've blocked everything out of that aside from everybody being reincarnated from like the same guy or something like that. That might not even be a thing.
Well, that's the one guy always being reincarnated, but whatever.
So Orb uses his dynamite move as an escape move. Like, he slides in, explodes, and then he just bails.
That's fine.
So Dr. Jugs pays Naomi a visit in the hospital.
Dr. Jugs?
Yes, he dresses up as a doctor.
Oh, I thought he fused with Dr. Psyche or whatever.
No, Dr. Psyche was forgiven and he just left.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So, Guy learns that his previous girlfriend survived exploding and entrusts Naomi to play his theme song when he transforms so he can control Belial's influence. Orb regains his Orb Sorb and gets himself on VTOL's naughty list.
Did you just call it Orb Sorb?
It's better than the name they actually give it, which is Orb Caliber.
Okay, but did you intentionally say Sorb?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, just making sure.
Yeah, so at one point, when he was fighting the peacekeeping robot, when he was his Belial form, he slaps one of the jets, one of VTOL's jets out of the air. And he hospitalizes that guy too.
Okay.
And so VTOL's like, yeah, he's an enemy of the people. We need to shoot him in the face.
Did Dr. Jugs visit him too?
No, I don't think Dr. Jugs knew about that guy.
I'm imagining Jugs in like a nurse uniform.
Yeah.
Like that's like specifically like the Japanese nurse uniform.
Yeah, that's about what happened.
Sick.
But yeah, no, so VTOL sees Orb protect some kids, or the SSP or whatever. And then they go, oh, I guess Orb isn't a bad guy. Okay, pulling out. So the SSP trails the local VTOL agent in hopes of fixing his relationship with his daughter and confirming if he's Orb or not. You see, this guy so the uncle character, Naomi's uncle, he pulls all the tropes that, like, an Ultraman would. Like, he disappears during the main fight, and then he comes running back and waving his hands, going, hey, I'm over here. So, one of the SSP guys is like, I'm thinking he might be Orb. And then they realize he's not. But he does fix his relationship with his daughter, and so that's cool.
Okay.
You see, she thinks he's lame or something, because she's, like, a teenager. And when they're tailing him, he's only talking to ladies. So, think of that as you will. But it turns out there's an alien selling jewelry. So he's just getting it back. And whatnot.
Okay.
So after receiving an offering of shoes 50 sizes too small, a vengeful spirit decides to crash a wedding.
Okay.
The last remaining member of the alien crime syndicate tries to hunt down Jugs, but is thwarted when Naomi protects him. You see, Jugs' master plan was to have Naomi protect him, because he knew that Orb would come in to protect Naomi. And then kill the alien.
So, does Jugs have a human form?
Yes. He's not always Dark Jugs.
Okay. So is he human?
He's whatever Orb is. Or Guy. He's space human.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't get over the fact that his name's fucking Jugulus. And... No, it's even worse than that. You said it was like juggling Jugulus.
Jugulus Juggler.
That's bad.
No, it's real good.
I mean, but
look,
like...
It's the perfect counter to Orb, because what do jugglers juggle? Orbs. Or chainsaws. And he's been juggling Orb this whole time.
I mean, yes. So does he have, like... So is Dark Jugs, like, a costume?
You've seen his form before.
I don't fucking remember.
I wouldn't imagine you would. But... So this is Dark Jugs.
Okay.
And this is regular Jugs.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, That guy wanted to be Ultraman.
That's cool. Too bad his name was Jugs.
Well, you don't think there could be an Ultraman Jugs? That might be the next one after, I think, it's Ultraman Omega. So the SSP tries to find the link between a girl and a Zeton balloon. He's like a parade float.
Oh.
Like the Macy's Day Parade. Like, he just sits there, like T-posing in the air, asserting his dominance.
I don't remember who Zeton even is.
He's the alien space dinosaur. He looks like he's got, like, boobs. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Like,
He's the final boss of... He's the final boss of, like, 6 different Ultramen.
cool.
So it turns out the girl is actually a spare from the first Zeton. Back when Naomi got kidnapped and taken to the Zeton zone.
What does a spare mean in this context?
Like a clone?
I thought Zeton was a monster.
See, there's alien Zeton and space dinosaur Zeton. And they are different. I had this conversation with my coworker.
Okay. In what way are they different? Are they actual separate entities?
Yes.
That's weird.
So remember the rugby episode of X?
Kind of, yeah.
I think the one in the suit, the gold suit.
Yes.
That's an alien Zeton. That's the quote unquote human form.
Oh, okay.
And then space dinosaur Zeton is a whole different thing. He's just big, black, silver, and yellow. Only says Zeton.
Cool.
But yeah, no, so she's a spare of the first Zeton from the show. But she's been corrupted by old people into not being evil.
That's so funny. It's just like... fucking old people on Earth, they just radiate a corrupting goodness. You start wanting to hand out taffy. Oh, God. Oh, that's dumb. That's really dumb.
Speaking of dumb, so after being murdered by children in the 70s, Commander Black sets his sights on his second dream, making coffee.
Who the fuck is Commander Black?
He's from the last arc of Leo. He's the one who's just like, Plan A, UFO. Plan B, UFO, but slightly bigger.
Okay.
Plan H.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
With all his clientele leaving Earth, he prepares to close shop, only for his partner to want one more ass kicking for the road. He's got this red Terra Bozu. His name's Nova. Nova shows up every once in a while. And, Nova's like, I'm the only one who still has dreams of conquering Earth. By the way, all the aliens are leaving at this point. All the aliens are like, we don't want to invade anymore. Fuck this planet. This planet sucks.
I mean, they're not wrong.
He gave some coffee beans to Dada, and Dada hit some space debris and lost all his coffee beans. I don't know why that's important. I just wanted to bring that up.
Okay.
Jugs challenges Guy to a 1v1 to show him how cool the power of darkness is. Orbs wins with the power of friendship. Jugs gets arrested by VTOL.
Sure that'll last long.
So Jugs tricks VTOL into firing the super missile. And awakening Orochi's true form.
Okay.
So Orochi continues to rampage in the background as Guy and Jugs begin to mend their bromance after Jugs reveals he protected Guy's first girlfriend from being exploded. They team up and kill Orochi, and then with the combined power of all the Ultraman Orb has been using. Guy leaves so he doesn't get stuck with the reconstruction bill.
Okay, but Jugs caused the Orochi problem in the first place.
He did. But he's not completely evil. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just like, fuck it. I guess I'll help out.
Okay.
Okay, so Ultraman Orb the movie. Let me borrow the power of bonds. These movie titles are bad.
Yeah, they are.
So there's a sorceress who gets Jug's Dark Ring. It's the same thing that Orb uses to scan his cards. Okay. So I'm sure it's called a light ring or the Orb ring or something. It's always Orb. He's got a harmonica. It's called the Orbnica.
That's bad. That's pretty dumb.
So anyway, she shows up and she plans to turn the Earth into jewels. So it's up to Orb to use Ginga, Victory, and X's powers to stop her. Seven is also there.
The idea of anyone using Victory... I'm sorry. It's not the right choice. It's a noob trap. It's like, oh, Ultraman Victory? God, hell yeah. And for anyone who knows, it's like, no. There was no winning in Victory.
So Jugs leaves the movie with his jugs out. You see, after saving everybody, they all go to a bathhouse.
Oh, good.
And Jugs just leaves butt naked. It's great.
Lovely.
Much like X, Orb has to go fight Disastro off screen. Disastro is still coming.
What are you talking about?
So at the end of the Ultraman X movie, X leaves and then comes back 5 minutes later to be like, yeah, so by the way, there's a big monster named Disastro. He's coming.
Oh.
And supposedly this is just a multi-universe event.
Cool.
Because the premise of this one is, as X and Daichi were going to fight Disastro in their universe, they got sucked into the Orb universe. And that's why X and Daichi are there. They don't do anything in this movie. They're just there. But Disastro's still coming.
Cool.
I don't know if he'll ever not be coming, but... Anyway, and to wrap this up, the Ultra Orb fight. Orb has to fight a new Rayblood. You remember the Raybloods?
Nope.
They're the ones who can use the Battlenizers.
Okay. Literally the only things I remember about the Battlenizer is the Giga Battlenizer. And, being excited when you brought it back up.
Well, hold on to your pants then, because he has to fight a new Rayblood user, who also wants to use the Giga Battleizer.
Holy shit.
7 and 0 create a pocket dimension where they can beat up Orb for 10 years. 10 years of just beating Orb up to train him.
Oh, okay. Wait, who created this universe?
0.
Alright, that's about right.
But they beat him up for 10 years so he can use 7's card now to make a 7 and 0 fusion.
Why is 7...
I don't know.
He's... I make fun of Victory, but Jesus Christ, 7's a fucking loser.
No, 7's great. 7's great in shows that are not his own.
Yeah, because for some reason someone thinks 7's actually great. But he's not.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of the community. Everyone loves 7. I'm the odd one out.
I don't know, man. I listened to that fucking story summary. 7 sucks. The 7 only gets good when he gets grumpy.
Yeah.
It's old, grumpy, and crippled.
But yeah, no. So after he gets the 7 and 0 fusion, he more or less just fucking murders the new guy, the new Rayblood guy.
Cool.
And then he reconstitutes himself later, and he's like, I'm gonna summon Belial with the Battlenizer, and he can't because Belial apparently fucked, and now Belial's son is here. And that's how this series ends.
How does that prevent him from using the battle laser?
No, it doesn't prevent him from using it. It prevents him from summoning Belial. Because he's summoning ghosts of monsters. He's a...
Why would that matter? Because...
Also, Belial's still alive.
Okay.
Despite being dead. Dead and fucking.
That's fine.
But yeah, no, if you want to know more about this, that's gonna be Geed. Geed is the son of Belial.
Who is Belial? I'm suddenly, like, very lost.
So, Belial is, like, the biggest and worst Rayblood user. He's the one who wanted the Giga Battlenizer.
Okay, but...
He's also a fallen Ultraman because he touched the Orb of Power.
Oh, right, yeah,
and they sent him to space jail.
Yeah, I forgot he was a fallen Ultra person or whatever.
I mean, he's an Ultraman.
Alright, well, that's fair, I guess. So, Geed is a thing.
Yeah.
So...
Geed or Geed, I don't know his name, I don't care. I don't respect him. I've only seen him in a movie. And,
I mean...
movies are probably not the best place to start with these characters.
Probably not, but, like, considering the power level of Zero, like, I have high expectations of Geed.
Alright, well...
Like, I just want, like, if you consider where we go from 7 to 0... Going from Belial, because, like, Belial was a big fucking deal. Like, yeah, I'm an idiot for forgetting, but, like, Belial's a big fucking deal. He was huge. I remember that, because that was the whole, that was, like, one of the few parts of the show where I was, like, any part of the show where I was getting, like, legitimately excited about lore shit. Because it was like, wow, they're actually going to tell us what the fucking Giga Battlenizer even was.
Yeah.
And it's just a Pokemon box.
Yeah, that doubles as a weapon.
That's fine.
I can't think of the name offhand, but it's like a hammer kind of weapon, I guess. It's a pole with like 2 weights on the end of it. You know, I'll just fucking pull up a picture. Not for you guys. You don't get to see it. You already know what it is. Wow, these are some real good pictures of it. So one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty unassuming for the Giga Battlenizer.
I mean, kinda. Anyway, well, that was Orb. That was my first experience. I had fun reliving it. I didn't have fun learning about the Origin Saga. That was kind of bad. All the Jugs chopping down a tree, and then everybody just goes, "Jugs, what the fuck?" that was pretty funny. So Jugs just, he like looks to the camera. He's like, "Am I the bad guy? Am I the baddies?" And then he just flies off.
Sick.
But yeah, no, we'll see you for Geed, son of Belial.